Hi, this is Attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago, and today we're going to look at Better Call Saul, Season 1, Episode 2. Welcome to Law Talk. So this episode starts out with some unfinished business from the last episode, namely a little insurance fraud scam that Jimmy McGill had entered into with a couple people he hired. Of course, they mess it up and they do it to the wrong car, and that car happens to be associated with a drug cartel.
Good on the gas, it's a hit and run. She felonied me. That's a felony. Get the whole thing right here.
Okay, hold on.
Here, Jimmy McGill's co-conspirators try to work their racket on a drug cartel enforcer by the name of Tico, and it goes about as well as you'd expect.
Coming, they're gonna be taking Granny away. She's gonna go to jail. You want that? Yeah, that's right. Play it smart. Okay, good. So let's talk dollar amounts for what you did.
Finally, Jimmy shows up and ends up meeting with Tico, and that doesn't go very well either.
Who are you? Are you with those red-headed scumbags?
My name's James McGill. I'm an attorney.
After that, all three of them get drug out to the desert by the drug cartel, and it appears that they're all going to be murdered. The first problem Jimmy has is to try to convince them that he is not associated with law enforcement, and he tells them he's an attorney, and this sets up the official Law Talk favorite line of the episode.
That is the truth. I'm a lawyer. Guys, I passed the bar. Ask me anything. I'm not contract law. I've done it to courts every day. People know me.
After this, it's pretty interesting, and it's part of the character arc for Jimmy McGill into Saul Goodman. But he has an opportunity to leave this situation, but he decides to go back at great risk to his own life to try to talk the cartel out of killing his co-conspirators. And he does so in sort of a desert plea deal, not official, but he talks them into just breaking their legs instead of killing them.
When did we get onto arms?
I'm cutting their legs off.
We could go that way, but we were talking about breaking. I think we're heading in the wrong direction.
Okay. Break their legs.
How many legs? 2. They got 2 legs. 1 leg.
Quick reminder, subscribe, share with friends, put some comments down in the comment section below, and hit that like button. You know you want to hit the like button. Everybody likes the like button. The algorithm likes the like button. I like the like button. Trust me, you'll like it. Jimmy later tries to explain this to his crazy electricity-scared brother, Chuck, and it's sort of the interesting thing, and that's kind of the big part of this show, is that he's trying to explain why he's got an emergency room bill for broken legs and why it's actually a good thing, which it is in sort of a moral sense, but that's the whole conflict of the show, and it's really well done.
Hey, Chuck, listen, I know how this looks. I'm down to my last dime, and suddenly I'm paying for broken legs, but it's not that. I swear. Hey, this represents a good thing, ultimately.
This next one's kind of interesting. They just show him going about his day. Apparently he's taking a bunch of defense cases as being assigned by the judge, and that's sort of low-paying, tough work. But it does show that he's talented, and he ends up getting a plea deal with an actual prosecutor in court, in the same way that he got a plea deal in the desert. And it shows that he's actually a talented guy, despite the fact that he's not making any money and not doing very well for himself.
Petty with a prior.
Misdemeanor shoplifting.
Petty with a prior.
Come on, meet me halfway.
Petty with a prior.
I can't do it.
Petty with a prior.
Okay, or how about this? I plead the kid to the sheet, and you give me a continued sentencing. In 6 months, if he's still clean, you file for a dismissal. Come on, is this how you want to spend your time? You can have the rest of these.
This next bit is important. He's in his awful office in the back of a nail salon where he has zero respect. But Nacho shows up and basically informs him that he now works for the drug cartel, whether he wants to or not.
Welcome, welcome. My office is being painted. Excuse the temporary quarters.
So Nacho finds out about $1.5 million that was stolen by one of Jimmy's potential clients, and now he wants Jimmy's help to steal it.
Why are you asking me?
I'm gonna rip them off.
Oh,
I like ripping off thieves because they can't go to the cops. They have no recourse.
Jimmy realizes instantly he's in over his head and does not want any part of it.
I'm a lawyer, not a criminal.
So then Nacho tells him in a surprisingly gentle manner that he really doesn't have a choice.
I made a mistake. I'm not doing that again. Not ever.
I got between you and Tuco. You think you'd be here now? I kept my mouth shut.
And I appreciate that.
The big takeaway from this episode is that Jimmy McGill, who starts out as a sleazy guy, even before he went to law school, he was known as Slippin' Jimmy, but he was kind of a small-time thug sort of a guy, and at the same time likable, and at the same time he could have been competent and been a reasonable attorney, but that's just not the path his life took. He tried to take a shortcut and get a client using an insurance fraud scam, but that turned into him knowing too much about a drug cartel, and now he's in a whole different class of criminal, whether he wants to be or not. Here at Law Talk, we do a lot of videos answering common legal questions. We also do reviews of law in the movies and then on TV. We also share some of our more interesting cases. We're always putting out new videos. So if you like that, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell.